Should have some music playing. Maybe the Jeopardy music.
I see the live button or the live countdown thing.
You see it? I don't see it.
I'd see it in the top corner.
Oh, you're probably on a desktop. Okay, here we go. I think we're live. What's up, y'all? John Melton coming to you live. Happy Money Monday. I am fired up, jacked up, and excited as usual. Just got back from Destin, Florida. We had a vacation, celebrating my son's birthday, and I am ready to get after it. And I have a pretty decent guest speaker today, just the #1 network marketing coach in the history of network marketing on today, the author of GoPro. How many of you know and love Eric Worre? Just know that this is a huge deal. I'm super honored to have him on the show today. We're going to be talking about a wake-up call for those of you in the home business network marketing profession. We're going to keep it real today. So I'm excited, especially for those of you that are really looking to capitalize on this next quarter. The end of 2023 is going to be strong. It's going to be huge. In fact, the fall months are always really big for those of you that are ready to run. So if you're ready to run, smash that hard button. I know we're live in like 7 different places right now, all over Facebook, YouTube, all the places. We're live in some different Facebook groups. So if you've read GoPro, or if you need to read it again, drop it to the comments and let me know, because we're actually going to be giving away some of Eric's GoPro book today. We're going to be giving away cash. So make sure you're sharing, you're tagging people, because we're going to be watching for those of you that are engaged the most, and you could possibly win some cash money or Eric's GoPro book. And also, what's going on Saturday? Oh, that's right. We have the biggest recruiting challenge of the year this Saturday. How many of you are already registered for the recruiting challenge on Saturday? I mean, it is going to be a big investment. It's $7. I know that's crazy town, right? $7. Get registered. If you're not already, drop the word challenge in the comments, and my team will make sure to respond to all the comments to get you the link to register. But Eric Worre, thank you for being on today's show. We're so honored to have you here, and excited to talk about the real deal, what it takes in 2023. We're going to give them some truth today. So we're excited to have you.
I'm happy to be here. Great to have a conversation. Good Monday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're connecting from. I hope you well. Hope you had a great weekend, because this is one of the most important times in network marketing. We're about to kick it off.
Absolutely. And for those of you that don't know, last December, we actually went to the GoPro event live in Vegas, and we decided to commit to Eric's Mastermind. So he's always been a mentor of ours, but to work closely with Eric this last 8 months, it's been amazing. It's been remarkable, and so much wisdom, so much value. I mean, he mentors the biggest earners in the profession. He puts on the biggest events in our profession, and just honored to have him, not just working with us, but actually, how many of you know Bryn Lang, Marina Simone, right? Veronica Alice, like some of the biggest leaders within our company, within our organization, are part of the Mastermind. Also the Zaleckis. How many of us know Tony and Sarah? All of us are inside of his Mastermind and get so much value. But, I think there's a really important conversation that needs to be had right now, because how many of us have noticed it's a little harder than it was a year ago to build our home business? Maybe 2 years ago, it was a little easy. We got a little lazy. We got a little comfortable. Well, Eric's been in this profession for over 3 decades. Not only was he a 7-figure earner and built an incredible business when he was in the field, but then he retired. And what I love about him being out there coaching and training and speaking for all these companies is he has a very unique perspective. So I'm excited to have you on, Eric. And I know a lot of us are excited for the challenge on Saturday. But at the same time, our team right now, I think we're in 5th place for registrations, which is unacceptable. So we need to register more people to get to that #1 spot. #1 right now, just so you all know, is Fraser Brooks. And, he's a mighty foe, but I think we can get more registered to get him, make him sweat a little bit between now and Saturday. But anyway, Eric, excited to have you on.
Yeah, it's great to be on. Like I say, and I wouldn't worry about Fraser or anybody else. What I would worry about is, how can we grow your business? Yeah. How can we help you have a breakthrough? How can we help your teams have a breakthrough? Very interesting time. And your organization as a company has had a tremendous run, incredible momentum, excitement, enthusiasm, fresh perspective on things. And Momentum's kind of a funny thing inside of our profession. It shows up sometimes unexpectedly. It disappears sometimes unexpectedly. And in momentum, there are earners created. There's people who are earners, but there's not necessarily leaders created in momentum. Leaders are created through adversity and through necessity, but not when the wind's at your back, and everything's easy. Leaders have the ability to gobble up market share when it's not super easy, and all you have to do is just be having a chat with somebody and everybody's joining. So the very interesting thing, I'm fascinated with data inside of our profession. And I look at what is the key in business. They have these things called KPIs, key performance indicators inside of every business. And one of the biggest KPIs is recruiting.
Yeah.
And there's really 3 phases of a network marketer's career. Phase 1 is from 0 to 10 recruits. Now, understand, I'm not saying that recruiting is all we do.
Right.
Actually, the only way we get paid is when product sells to a customer, right? But if you want to reach more customers and make more sales, you've got a kind of one of 3 choices. Either you can be a super influencer and have this huge, be famous, and tell people to buy your product, and you just have to grind and sell some product, make some money. Or you train a few people how to be hyper amazing social media rock star influencers, and you and a handful of people go make those sales. Or you help thousands or tens of thousands of people around the world with varying skill levels do a little bit. And I will tell you where you get leverage, because I went through all these phases. I learned how to do it myself, and I was the only one on my team. I had to recruit everybody. I mean, literally, I just told everybody on my team, just introduce them to me. I'll do it. Just bring them to me. I'll do it. And then I was like, no, I have to have a better plan. I need to get 10 ninjas, 10 amazing superstar, people. And I trained those 10, and about, once a month, one of them would die on me, and I'd have to, so I was in the ninja replacement business. I was just replacing ninjas constantly. And then I just said, wait a minute, what really works in network marketing? Where do I get real freedom and leverage? That's getting a lot of people to do a few simple things consistently. Oh, okay. Now we can talk about freedom. All right. So back to the 3 stages in every network marketing career. Stage 1 is the path from 0 to 10 recruits. 0 to 10 people. Now, let me define recruit: a person who has the intention of building a network marketing business, of growing a team, not just people who are using the products and get glorified customers. You know what I mean? Because, I signed up 50 people. Well, 49 of them are just customers. Come on, let's be real.
Right.
10 people who have the intention of building a business. That's the group, phase 1. Phase 2 is from 10 recruits, the path to 6 figures. And that is this: how do you go from part-time to full-time? Now we have to learn some skills. We've got to develop ourselves. We've got to become something of a leader. We've got to put some systems together. We got to do a little bit more. Phase 2. Phase 3 is the path from 6 figures to 7 figures and beyond. And it's a completely different skill set. So do me a favor, wherever you're watching this, put in the chat, there's no shame, what are you right now? 1, 2, or 3. If you have less than 10 recruits, you're a 1. If you have more than 10 recruits, but you're not at 6 figures yet, you're a 2. If you're 6 figures and above, you're a 3. Put into the chat, what are you? Be honest. God's watching. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3.
Get a lot of 1s.
A lot of 1s. A lot of 1s. And there's no shame in being a 1. Honestly, my first 3 years, I built and rebuilt my team 7 times. And I was just the only one ever doing anything. I didn't have duplication. I didn't have multiplication, but I can't see because the screen's too far away. What I'm guessing is a lot of 1s, a few 2s.
There's some 3s for sure.
There's some 3s. Congratulations.
There's some 2s, but it's a lot of 1s.
A lot of 1s.
Yep.
So All right. You asked me to give straight talk today.
Yes, please.
So fast forward 12 months, all of you ones. If you're still a 1, 12 months from today, what are the chances you're going to be building a business with your company versus just being a customer? Because some of you just, well, you just be a customer and hang out, enjoy the environment. What are the chances that you're going to still be around, pounding your head against the wall? The chances are very low, right? So my mission is to take as many people that are willing, hungry, and coachable and get them out of level 1.
Love that.
I just want to get you out of level 1 because I believe once you're out of level 1, then you're like in the starting blocks. You can imagine a race, where they get in the blocks to go do a 100-yard dash or whatever. You're on that starting line. You're ready to go. But one is like your orientation. One is like your initiation. One is like your training camp. One is getting one done is critical.
Right.
Because if you don't, you're gone. I know that. You know that.
Now, Eric, can I also ask you a quick question? Now, of course,
Yeah.
we have people on here from dozens and dozens and dozens of different companies.
Sure.
But a lot of people are obviously from our organization, our company.
Yeah.
And one challenge that we've seen is that a lot of these people are actually making really good money just getting customers, which is amazing. I love that. But it's an interesting, paradigm shift, right? Over the last 5-6 years with social media, getting customers, getting customer referrals, getting complete strangers to go to your link and buy is an awesome thing, but it also takes away from the need and desire for people to recruit. So I would love for you to talk about that because I think you're hitting the nail on the head with the 10.
Right. Here's the real deal, John.
Yeah.
Being in business for yourself has become a little bit sexy.
Yeah.
You got all the influence houses. Hey, you go to business for yourself. You can do all this stuff.
Yeah.
But most people are being sold not a business mentally. They're being sold a job. Don't work for somebody else, work for yourself, but you're still trading time for money.
Right.
Gary Vaynerchuk will say, go flip stuff out of people's garages from garage sales. Great. I mean, yes. Can you make a few bucks? You can make a few bucks. Drive an Uber. You can make a few bucks. Rent out your extra bedroom in your house. Have a stranger live in your house for, a period of time. You can make a few bucks. Decide you're going to do web design.
Right.
Great. Make a few bucks. No. I'm going to do affiliate stuff, and I'm going to go find somebody who has a product that's really good, and I'm just going to push that product for them. Great. Still trading time for money. Why did you join network marketing in the first place? Please put in the chat. Why did you join network marketing? Did you join network marketing for a job or for a business? To trade time for money or to get leverage? Which one? What are they saying? I know there's a delay.
Yeah, there's always a delay, but leverage, business, freedom. Yep. Freedom is the most common response, I think. Yep. Business.
So, and look, a lot of companies are kind of going down this affiliate model because some people are being sold, hey, I'd rather trade some time for money and get it today than try and figure out this leverage thing that I can't figure out. I guess if it is to be, it's up to me. I'll go sell everything. I'll trade time for money. And that's most of the hustle businesses out there. One little lady in our family, she makes like crochets hats and mittens and scarves and sells them on Etsy. Does she have a business? Well, technically, but if she's not knitting those scarves and putting them on Etsy, is she making any sales? Or is she making any money? No. She's not. She has no freedom, really. She's limited by her reach. She's limited by the number of hours she can work. And that's what most people, the thing that makes me sad, right, is I get firing your boss, working for somebody else, working for yourself. I get it. You should do that. But if you just trade a job outside of network marketing for a job inside of network marketing, it's like somebody who could be an Olympic athlete who is somehow tied their ankles together and is hopping around while they could be running. And here's the thing: if you can sell, we could teach you how to recruit. Most people joined, and I know this, and put a 7 in the chat if you think I'm right when I ask this question. You joined because you thought that you might be able to grow a team. If you thought you might be able to grow a team, you thought about some people that might join. If that was you, put a 7 in the chat. If that was you, that you thought, yeah, it was possible. But then maybe you realized it was harder than you expected. And then you went, you know what? I'll go sell some stuff. And companies are rewarding you for selling some stuff, which is great. Fantastic. And then others are saying, no, listen, my heart is about getting the product to the most people. So I'm just going to focus on selling. If your heart is really around reaching the most people, how many people can you reach? What if you got 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 people to help you? Could you reach more? You could reach the whole world. You could literally reach the whole world if you build a team. So the good news is my mission is to help you. If you wanted to build a business and get leverage, you wanted to be able to have residual income, you wanted to be able to earn from a lot of people doing a little bit versus you doing a lot, then I can help you. And the one kind of thing that I think people are being misled is, start your own business, but you're really only creating a job. The second thing I just want to share is there's a huge lie going on in the world today. And I'll tell you about the lie, and then I'll give you a confession. Here's the lie. I just saw it from Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm like, what in the world? One of the smartest guys in the world. Only do what you love.
Ugh.
And if you only do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. What a crock of nonsense. What a big pile of baloney. That is not true. An Olympic athlete doesn't only do what they love. A prima ballerina doesn't only do what she loves. A top-level musician doesn't only do what they love. Now, they're willing to do it because the payoff on the other side is strong enough to pull them through the pain. Do you think Taylor Swift loves touring? Do you think she loves going and living on the road for 2 straight years? Do you think she loves that? The touring part. I'm not talking about performance part. The touring part. Do you think she loves being in a bus or in a plane on the grind, city after city? I can assure you she does not. But the payoff on the other side is worth the pain in preparation, getting there. You know what I mean? So here's what's happened as a result of this lie that's being told by billionaires. It's being told by influencers, all these different people. Oh, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love. Tell them the truth, billionaire. Here's the truth. If the payoff is big enough, be willing to do what sucks. Embrace the suck in order to be able to get to the result that you want to have. And now here's my confession. My confession is I never, ever got comfortable recruiting. I'm not comfortable with it today. I can do it. I'm world class. I can recruit any day I want, anytime I want, if I wanted to. I'm not actively building the field, but if that was something that I wanted to do, it would be no problem. But they told me if I did it enough, I'd get comfortable with it. And that wasn't true for me. What happened was if I did it enough, I'd become good at it. Yep. I became good at it, but I never loved it. It was necessary for me to be, because I love this. I love camaraderie, build a team, work with everybody, have fun, see somebody develop, watch somebody have a breakthrough, see somebody change their life and help other people do the same. I loved all that.
Yeah.
So I was willing to do the thing that made me as a kind of introverted person, more of a quiet person. I know it doesn't seem like it right now, but get out of my shell, because I knew there's only so much I could sell and I needed money like oxygen. So I watched what the successful people did and I learned how to do that and I figured it out. So here's what I do. Here's why I'm saying all this to all of you. Some of you have gone, oh, this is fun. This is fun. This is fun. Oh, this is not fun. All of a sudden it's not fun. I don't know why it's not fun, but because it's not fun and I'm not loving this, I'm going to do less. Because everybody tells me I only do what I love. So I'm not loving this. So as a parent, do you only do what you love when it comes to raising your children? Probably not. Only the love part.
And what do we tell our
them?
Kids? Yeah,
huh?
Kids, there's a lot of stuff the kids don't want to do, and we make them do it because
Of
they
course.
have no choice.
Of course. So
that's so true. So true.
I faced my fear and I finally learned how to recruit. Okay. So this was phase one of my career. I learned how to recruit myself. So I learned how to do it. And I'll give you a quick arc, right? And now this Saturday, we're going to train you in 3 hours and I'm going to have you be 3 years smarter in your network marketing business without being 3 years older. I could do that in 3 hours. This Saturday morning, 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. I'm going to train you specifically how to be able to recruit on demand. Okay. And John, if you have a link, just give them a link that they can register. It's $7. And I'll tell you why I'm charging the $7. You want to know why? I've learned that people don't value things if they don't have a little skin in the game. I want you to be annoyed. Oh, I don't want to lose my $7. So I better, move things around and show up. So that's why $7 will not change my life at all. It can totally change yours. That's number one. Number two, people ask, is there going to be a replay? Is there going to be a replay? Because I got stuff going on. Nope, no replay. This is a test to find out if you're serious. This is a sorting tool to find out if you're ready to change your life or not. I don't care what you got going on. Put in one of these little things in your ear, put your phone in your pocket, at least get the information. Is there going to be a replay? Nope. 2 reasons. One, I think you need to experience this with the group live as we do it so you can understand and say, okay, I can use this information to go out and recruit on demand. And 2, I've learned that if I send you a replay of a 3-hour event, you're not going to watch it anyway. And I'm not in the business of selling a $7 ticket to something you're not going to watch. So sorry, I'm not doing it. And if you're in Australia, guess what? That means 2, 3, 4 a.m. you're going to start. If you're in Europe, that means you're starting in an evening on a Saturday night. Yeah, you can give one up in August. I know August's a precious, that's your precious time. But, look. So anyway, in 3 hours, myself, the best recruiters in the world, to teach you how to recruit. Now, let me give you the quick arc. And it's going to sound basic and fundamental. And there's a little bit of charm and a little bit of skill that you're going to have to do, but just a little bit. What I've learned is there's only so many Nadia Meltons. There's only so many John or Marina Simones that can just go out there and be bigger than life personalities. And, we could teach you 8,000 different fancy tactics, but here's what I know. If you're in level 1, those tactics freak you out. They overwhelm you. They make you feel like you can't do this. So I want you to have success without confidence. I want you to have success even though you're afraid. I want you to have success if you feel like you don't know anybody, or you live in a small town, or you failed 15 times and you need to relaunch. If you don't have skills, you don't have confidence, you don't have belief, you don't have any of that. Now, if I could tell you, I could take you, if I moved into your house, right? And I say, I know you're afraid, I know you're scared, but let me help you. to get through level 1, I promise you, I could help you get to level 1. And we get there pretty quick, doing stuff that you can actually do. But here's the arc quickly. You need to find prospects. 1, you need to find them. It's pretty easy to find them nowadays. You have this. Pretty easy to find prospects. Just somebody to talk to. Then you need to start a conversation with those prospects. You're like, what do I say? I'll teach you on Saturday. It's not hard. You can be a normal human being. It'll help. Okay. What do I say in that conversation? You start a conversation. Then, this is big, you need to learn to pivot that conversation from a regular conversation to a business conversation. This is where most of you fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little bit of elegance to it, but every single one of you can do it. I'm going to give you exact on Saturday, word for word, specific scripts on exactly how to pivot that conversation in a way that doesn't feel awkward and strange and doesn't send people running away. From that pivot, you're going to make an invitation for people to learn more. Not from you, but how to leverage things that are not you in order to educate that person about what you have. This is key. For those of you level 1 that don't feel confident, or you haven't had a lot of success, or you're worried because you're not making a lot of money or haven't been able to build anything yet, don't worry about that. It's not necessary. So you're going to need to make an invitation, and then you need to do a presentation again that's not about you. When I say do a presentation, let me rephrase that. You need to have the information presented to your prospect in a way that they can understand it, and it's not about you. Sounds like a magic trick, right? Is this even possible? Yes, the answer is this is possible. It's not a magic trick. Then, after the presentation, how many people join the first time they see something? Do you think they join normally first time they see something, first time they get the information? No, they don't. It takes some more exposure. So after the presentation, you need to keep the conversation that you started over here. You need to keep it going. And in that conversation, learn how to lead them to the answers to their questions, lead them to the answers to their objections, understand more about what it is that you have by continuing keeping the conversation going. And then you need to elegantly and professionally ask a few questions that will lead them to a decision. Are they in or are they out? Okay, that's the arc. Find prospects, conversation, pivot, invite, present, continue the conversation, and enroll. That is the whole flow. And on Saturday morning, I'm going to teach you step by step what I've learned in 35 years to do that, even if you're scared, even if you don't have results, even if you failed a million times, even if you're insecure about it, whatever, it doesn't matter. You just need to be hungry, willing, coachable. That's it. That's all you need to be. And show up. Pay $7, show up. Get the information. So that's first thing. And I learned how to do this in my first 3 years in network marketing, but here was the problem. None of my people were doing it. So I could recruit people, but they would just sit there. So I still just had a job. If you're just selling and you're just recruiting by yourself, it's still just a job. Yep. I'm trading time for money. Pull me out, it all disappears. So it took me 3.5 years to go, whoa, wait. What do the wealthy people do? There's this thing called duplication. I need to teach my people how to do what I learned how to do. Now, I didn't, to be honest, I wrote this book, Go Pro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. It's all about skills. Honestly, I was so hungry that I was willing to learn the skills. But here's the secret that I've just realized in the last 3 years. I've been in this profession 35 years. The last 3 years. We need to have a skill-less process. A skill-less process for a person to be able to get 10 recruits. Think about what happens if that occurs. Because if I can help you get 10 recruits, here's what I know. Now we can start working on skills. Now we can make that burst. Now we can start to create a career, and we can go from the job of network marketing to the business of network marketing and start this transition from part-time to full-time if you choose to. So it took me 3.5 years finally to teach my people, and then to teach, and then, oh, okay. And then over the course of the last 35 years, it went from highly skilled to little less skilled to medium skill to low skill to no skill. Can we help people get success with no skills and full of fear?
It's really the missing link.
Yep.
Really the missing link. If that average part-time brand new person can recruit someone, build up a little bit of confidence, yeah, go get some customers. But it's the missing link. And that's why I'm so excited to promote this challenge. And I know some of you are asking for the link. It's right there. You can't miss it. mylifestyleacademy.com/challenge. If you're driving or something, you can also drop the word challenge and we'll respond to the comments. But that right there is what excites me the most about what you're going to be teaching on Saturday, and just working with you, just really simplifying, because it really is the hardest part, is simplifying this process for the average person with no experience and no influence.
Right. And let me ask everybody that's watching. And if you're already registered, by the way, put I'm in the comments if you've already registered. I'm curious, and I know a lot of people have already, but my entire focus is to help you get success. And I want you to think about something. What would happen if in the next 30 to 60 days, you personally were able to add 10 new business building recruits to your business? Personally sponsored, not on the whole team, personally enrolled, 10 new people who have the intention of building a business. Now, not all of them are going to, but let's just start there. What would happen to your business? What would happen to your confidence? What would happen to would you rank advance? What would happen to your income, likely from the sales created from all of those people going out there and sharing and launching their businesses? What would happen to some of you? Like, I can't get my team to go to work. I'm working, but I can't get my team to go to work. You know what? Get your team to go to work. You go bring in 10 and tell them how you did it. That'll get your team to go to work.
Amen.
They're going to go, well, dang. I'm watching my leader. They haven't been doing much, but they just brought in 10 people. And then just tell them how. Let me give you a pro tip. After you learn what you learn on Saturday, I'd like you to pull out your phone, and I'd like you to just pull up the camera. Take your camera, and I want you to create a little mini documentary of you recruiting 10 people. From the moment when you decided you're going to do it until you got your 10, even if you got 10 before. And just say, start your documentary. Well, I just watched this training. I decided I'm going to get 10. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to follow the steps. I'm going to take you along with me along the way. You don't have to publish it right away if you don't want to, but even though it would be super fun. All right, I'm doing first step. I'm finding these prospects. Let me go. I'm doing what they told me to do. Okay, I found some. I'm going to start some conversations. Here's how many I started today. I'm pivoting. Here's what's working. Here's what's not working. I made my first invitations. Here's how many people said yes. I got the presentation in front of people. Here's how many people saw it. Here's how I'm keeping the conversation going. Here's what I'm learning. Right? And here's how I just got number 1. I just got number 2. I just got number 3. I just got the 4th one. Just got the 5th one. You want to create the best training tool you've ever created for your entire team? Make a video about that. Make a documentary about that. Real life. And if somebody says, well, how would I do it? Well, I'm not going to tell you my story. I'm going to send you my story. Here's how I got 10 recruits. How powerful would that be for a prospect to go, man, they didn't have their shit together at all, and they got 10 recruits anyway? That's pretty cool. So I'm so confident that what we're going to give you on Saturday is going to give you what you need to be able to go do that. Super confident that that's going to happen. But think about it. For you shy people, and you're not real, I've tried this before. I don't want to be embarrassed. Well, just record it. Put it together later. Hire some kid who has editing experience, or have one of your own children, piece it together later because they're smarter at tech than you are anyway. Piece it together later and make it an inspirational film. Here's how I did it. Here's how long it took. Here's what I made. Here's what I rank advanced. Here's the results. Here's what happened with my existing team. Here's what happened with my confidence. Here's how my family that wasn't supporting me, 60 days ago. Here's what my family thinks now. Let me introduce you to these 10 people that I brought in because they're so cool, and have them come in and talk about why they joined. What a cool piece of content that you can have to be able to share to the world. That by itself, think about how valuable that is. Not only today, 5 years from today, 8 years from today, 10 years from today. You know what I wish? I wish I had video of my earliest days when I was in the grind, in the struggle, trying to figure it out, frustrated, insecure. I wish I had that. I wish I had the eviction notices. I wish I had we're going to turn off your water bill. I wish I had, video and photos of that stuff, because people would, I tell my story. People are like, yeah. You just have a natural knack for this thing. No, you don't understand how bad I was when I started. But again, I can help you this Saturday be 3 years smarter without being 3 years older. In 3 hours, I can help you unlock this recruiting piece. Because what I asked at the beginning of this, we talked about what will happen if you get the 10 recruits, but we also talked about what would happen if you don't.
Yep.
I want you to stay around, because if I can help you get 10 recruits, then I think you're going to stay around long enough to make a big decision and say, you know what, I'm going to become a professional. And if you want to become a professional, we can take you on the path to make that happen. So I'm excited about it, but this is a test. Make no mistake. If you're watching this right now, live or replay, this is a test. This is a test of the network marketing warning system. If you're listening to this test, we got to see if you're going to pass by figuring out Saturday morning. We tried to make the bar as low as we could make it so you could be there, or you would be there. And there's going to be tons of people who see this and say, I'm good. I'll figure it out on my own. I would save you that pain. I can shorten this learning curve for you. I really can. Or you could say, I'm cool. I'm on my path. It might be good for you, but maybe not so much for your team. Anyway, this is the key to turning your trading time for money experience inside of network marketing into a business that has leverage and skill, or scale, leverage and scale, exponential growth, where it's not all about you. Okay. So you want to have momentum? Guess what that takes? You making one decision. That's what it takes. Make one decision, and you can, by yourself, even if you don't understand, my team's not doing anything. Your team, they're waiting for you to inspire them, and we'll show you how to do it. So, sorry, John, I'm taking up all the oxygen.
Oh, no need.
But I get fired up.
That was amazing. That was exactly what I wanted everyone to hear. And for those of you that have been tagging people, sharing the broadcast, engaging, listen, we're going to go through the comments. We're live in like 6 or 7 places. We're going to go through the comments. We're going to give away some cash money. We're going to give away some of Eric's GoPro books.
Nice.
We've got 24 hours. So that way we're going to give people that are watching the replay of this live the opportunity to share and tag people. But listen, I think it's awesome. I see a lot of you are like, I'm registered. Here would be my goal if I were you. Send every single person on your team to mylifestyleacademy.com/challenge. It's right here under my name. And after this is over, we'll change the description. So it'll be in the description as well. Don't go to Saturday's virtual event, although there are in-person event tickets as well. But
yes,
don't go Saturday alone. That would be, if I were you, if you go, well, I don't even have a team. Fantastic. Invite some business prospects onto this challenge Saturday. Like, share this with everyone. Sidelines, share it with your upline, downline. And this is generic. It doesn't matter which network marketing company you're in. You can be a part of this. And I would highly recommend, if you have something scheduled, change your schedule around. If it's possible, change your schedule around. Be on live, like Eric said. And Eric, we're just so grateful for what you're doing for our community, what you're doing for this profession. And everybody now understands why I've been promoting the heck out of this the last couple of weeks. Not only that, they do have a couple other options as well, where you can even sign up for an accountability group. There's some different things that they're offering, but I just think ultimately everyone should get registered. And if you can go in person, Eric, the in-person tickets, are they still available? $97?
They are. There's some available. If you're anywhere close to Vegas, please come on over, hang out with us. It's in our studio. We have maybe 100 tickets left or something for people to be able to attend in person. I think that's like $97 or some small number.
$97 to go in person to Eric and Marina Worre's $20 million.
Yeah, come say hi. Come get a picture taken. Come hang out with the biggest recruiters. Come see the studio. All of that stuff. Be part of this global event. People are going to be connected from literally over 100 countries around the world. You need to be a part of it. A lot of languages. Translates when you go to the link that John Nadia gave you. Just check out the languages and think, who do I know with that language? Who do I know with that language? And one quick thing about prospects, I would just tell you, if I was your prospect and you're trying to convince me to grow a business, my biggest concern would be, do I think it's likely that I'll be successful recruiting? That would be my biggest concern as a prospect. So when you can go to your prospect and say, I know you're thinking about it. Let me take you behind the curtain. Let me show you what you would do if you'd made the decision to join. Let me walk through the science of building a large network without a lot of, experience. Let me show you what you do if you said yes. Let me show you. And let me and my top recruiter friends convince them, persuade them that this is possible for them. They go, okay, I get it. If I was your prospect and you introduced me to this is what I want to see. I don't want to see all the flashy, presentation stuff. Show me the real stuff. What do I got to do? So load up your living rooms, load up your houses, get people to join from wherever you're at in the world, get the information. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on the 26th. It's going to be awesome. We got 5 days, 6 days, 5 days? Yeah, 5.5 days.
Yeah.
6 days since, no, yeah. What? 5. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5 days. 5 days. It's going to be awesome.
We appreciate you making it so affordable, Eric. Thank you. Everybody should get registered. $7. Can't beat that. 3 hours. Be there live. mylifestyleacademy.com/challenge. Or like I said, if you're driving or something, drop the word challenge. My team will respond. But it'll also be in the description. And in 24 hours, we'll pick some winners to give away some cash money. Those of you sharing and tagging people. Eric, thank you so much for being available. We appreciate you.
My great pleasure. See you all Saturday.
Thanks.